The Evolving Faith by Dr. Sridevi V. Upadhyayula. I was fortunate to have been born into a spiritual family that has faith in Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba as Guru and God. I grew up attending the Bal Vikas Sai spiritual education program from the early age of 5. Growing up, most of my weekends were spent engaged in bhajans, service, satsang, and other spiritual activities. We would also host devotees and spiritual teachers from India at our home in Los Angeles when they came to visit the USA. I can thus say that I had faith in Swami being God even before I saw him in physical form. In fact, I was about 12 years old when I saw Swami for the first time. The first experience, my brother had the opportunity to speak to Swami during one of his visits to Puttaparthi, and he asked Swami to perform his thread ceremony, Upanayanam. Swami graciously agreed. So, our entire family, along with a few relatives from India, gathered in Puttaparthi for the ceremony. Swami kept his word, as always, and called us in for an interview. In the interview room, he performed my brother's thread ceremony. Apart from the actual ceremony, I have fond memories of Swami's light-hearted jokes and Swami laughing so hard that tears rolled down his face. During that interview, Swami waved his hand and materialized a beautiful silver pendant for my younger sister. She reacted in a totally unexpected manner, innocently asking Swami, "Where is the chain?" Swami immediately took it back and held it in his clenched fist. Then, he blew on it, and when he opened his fist, there was a linkless chain into which the pendant had been threaded. He blessed my delighted sister by putting it around her neck. It was an amazing experience to watch this up close. Now, I got all ready for my turn to receive something from him, as I thought, naturally, I would be next. I sat up straight and alert in eager anticipation. Swami continued to speak, and I hoped that he would not forget that he had to give me something, too. That's when he looked at me and said, "I sent you a necklace through your friend. You just put it on a shelf and left it there." My mind flashed back instantly to a few months prior when one of my friends had visited Puttaparthi. I had asked her to get me a chain with a pendant of Swami on one side and Shirdi Baba on the other. She did get it for me, and I wore it for a few days before removing it and leaving it on a shelf, just as Swami had said. I was shocked. This was my first trip to see him, and I wondered how he could know something that nobody else knew. Witnessing his omniscience and omnipresence was reinforcing. I used to think of God as a power located somewhere far away in the universe. I now knew him to be a person who lived on the same planet, in India, just a flight away. Think of God, and he responds years later, when I completed my medical college and residency training. I wanted to go to Puttaparthi and seek Swami's blessings before I started my career. I got the opportunity to work at his general hospital for 2 weeks. It was an amazing experience, and I learned the Sai way of lovingly interacting and providing care for patients. I heard many wonderful stories about Swami's visits to the hospital, too. A desire arose spontaneously in my heart, and I said, "Swami, I see you daily in different ways in the hospital. Before I leave, I want you to come and see me." After this, I am returning to the USA to start my career, and I want this as a sign from you to bless me as I begin my medical career. What began as a desire for me to have his darshan had turned into my desire for him to have my darshan. but the heart wants what it wants. The next day, I was walking to the hospital for my afternoon shift wearing my doctor's white coat with the stethoscope around my neck. Suddenly, there was a commotion, and I learned that Swami's car was coming. I quickly moved to one side and, luckily, by Swami's grace, it was the side on which he was seated in his red car. As the car passed by me, Swami looked straight at me. He saw me in my doctor's attire, smiled, and raised his hand in Abhyahasta, blessing hand gesture. The speed of his response thrilled me and reinforced my faith and awareness of his omniscience. I realized that God was not just a flight away but just a thought away from me always. His presence is eternal. The year 2011 was an unforgettable, or shall I say forgettable, experience for all of us Sai devotees. Swami chose to leave his physical frame on 24th April, and it struck me hard. First of all, I feel immense gratitude that he allowed me to see him, touch him, and speak to him, darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan. As a child, I always thought that the third and the last word was combustion and not sambhashan, as I could not remember the word. I realized later that when we internalize and see him, touch his feet in our hearts, and have that constant dialogue with him, he combusts or burns mountains of our sins, ego, and karma. Years later, when my son was born, I thought that he would never get to experience those blessings, seeing him, touching him, and speaking with him. Then, a prayer emanated from my heart for my son. In 2023, my son had a school assignment to make a presentation on any holiday that he celebrated in his country of ancestry. He chose Ugadi, which is the new year for the Telugu and Kannada-speaking people of South India. After that day's school, I asked my son, "So, how was it? How did you do?" His reply baffled me, "Oh, it went very well. And Baba came to my class today." It turned out that for every festival that was presented, the teacher also played a relevant video with more information about the festival. After my son had spoken, the video the teacher chose just happened to be on Ugadi celebrations from Puttaparthi, with Baba blessing the devotees. All those present in the classroom had his darshan, heard his words, and experienced him. I realize now that he is everywhere and verily within each and every one of us. It has been a memorable journey in my faith so far, from God being in this enormous universe somewhere to him being closer, in India, to him being the closest one, right in my heart. Dr. Sridevi V. Upadhyayula.